Aren't you really in competition with commercial nurseries?
No, not at all. This is one of the misconceptions that many of our commercial counterparts have, that when these are made available through soil conservation districts for a primary use group, either for wildlife habitat improvement or perhaps maybe windbreaks, or some of our strip mine reclamation work involve the use of plant materials. And these plants are provided for a testing or a trial compared with the materials that either have failed or haven't done as well as perhaps some of the ones through the Soil Conservation Service Plant Materials Program have done. However, the ones that have been promising and have done well and grown well on their adapted site and used for that particular use, once this has been proven, these materials then in turn are made available to state and private nurseries through either cutting material, vegetative means, or seed, whereby they can propagate and make available and then retail to the general public.
You mentioned strip mining. You know, it is very difficult to get anything to grow in a strip mining area, and you have developed plants that will grow.
Yes, there are two in particular that have done very well. One is our Cardinal Autumn Olive, which is a Soil Conservation Service release in 1962, and later we have been using the black alder, European black alder, which is more or less it's a larger tree and it's a timber species, but this has done very well in the strip mine areas, particularly with the ones where they have been quite acid, the pH down to maybe 3.5. And we have another one coming along that looks very promising in the Arnott bristly locust, which is a shrub locust that spreads by stolons and in rhizomes and takes over a hillside or something that is primarily void of vegetation. And of course, in some of the other areas, emerald crown vetch has done very well. This is a legume with the purple blossoms. We've used it along many of the interstates, and this too has looked very promising on some of our strip mine reclamation work.
Mr. McCall, is the cost of programs such as this one that is in effect at Ball State, and you have several of these around the state, is the cost justified by the increase in our wildlife and bird population?
Well, definitely so, and it's not just on wildlife, but it includes soil erosion control and plants adapted to different soil conditions, and the wildlife benefit in vegetative cover. Doesn't matter how good the soil is, if it's denuded, it limits the wildlife usage, and this is definitely justified, and I don't think there's any question about it.